recently watched the videos or watched the news about the riots in LA in the US. If we don't take sides easily, of course, every one of us will take sides. Okay. Before taking sides, whether you support the riots, thinking that it is a rightful protest, or you don't support, thinking that it is an illegal act from those illegal immigrants against the government. So before taking either of these sides, if you be objective enough to look from the facts that you have read or watched or known before, let's take an objective view of all those happened a few years ago in Hong Kong, and few days ago, few weeks ago in LA, USA. Of course, when I think most of the people, they like stability. They support stability. So whenever they have seen some actions or some signs which cause the inconvenience, which seems to destroy the stability or the daily living status quo, many of these kind of people, they will be just against this kind of action, thinking that, oh, it is not rightful, it is not legal, it is not a right way, even for the citizen to react to the government's decision in such a way which affect the daily life, affect the community, affect the daily status quo, or even affect the safety, the stability of the people, of the government, of the country. Okay, and then some of them they can accept. Why they can accept? Because they are pretty sure that sometimes stability, or we call it stability, can mean suppression. Of course, it is stable when there is only one voice, right? And when the government is so authoritative that she dictates anything, dictates any thoughts, anyway, and then it is so-called ruling by law, by legislation, that, oh, the citizen should not do that, that people should not do that. If you did that, then you will be against the law, you will be prosecuted, you will become criminal, you'll be sentenced to prison or to any imprisonment. So what you have seen in Hong Kong just a few years ago, starting from 2019, you all know that pretty well that many people who take part in the protest in 2019, which is so-called riots by the Hong Kong government and Chinese government, it is named as riots, named as unlawful actions by those people involved. So that's why the government imprisoned most of them. Some of them, of course, have already fled. Some are still under the legal procedures, but they are already detained. Okay, some are already sentenced to maybe 10 years imprisonment. Okay, and then most of them actually have already been detained and imprisoned so far since 2019, before the sentence. So you can see that judging from your position in the government or your conception about that kind of activity, that kind of action, if you don't want any instability, if you don't want any voices from the people, any action from the people who feel so frustrated, or who feel that there's no way to voice out their opinion or to stop the government from doing anything. So the people think that, or the supporters think that this is the only way they can voice their opinion. So that's why they did that. But what's the way they are doing that, or how they did that? It is really the problem. Okay, no matter how right your your action, your reason, no matter how right the reason behind your action. Of course, you should not harm any person. You should not use the situation to steal, to rob, or to harm anyone, or to destroy any property. Okay, that should be agreed upon by every people who trust the law, trust the order, and who are not a criminal, who are not against law and stability. Okay, so a few years ago, what happened in Hong Kong? Actually, it seems that it happened again in LA in the US, and then if you have watched the footage about what happened in 2019, just like what happened in the LA recently, maybe you'll find that they are exactly the same. It is the central government, the federal government, or the ruling government against the city. Just like Hong Kong government with the support of Chinese government against what happened in the city, which they took it as a crime. Okay, as a riot against the ruling authority. So just now happening in the LA also, the LA city mayor or the LA governor, they may also resist the central authority, the federal authority, or even some people in this city. They also joined the riots with the illegal immigrants to be against the federal government, the federal troops, the federal National Guard sent by the central government from Trump. Of course, why would they support the rioters? Of course, they don't think that they are rioters if they support them. I mean the citizen. If the citizens themselves support the rioters, of course they don't think that they are rioters. They think that they are only people living there, even though they are not a citizen, or even they entered the U.S. illegally. They should think that they have been in the U.S. and they have maybe some of them have been working and living quite well. Of course, some of them are illegal, some of them are criminals, some of them are even making crimes. But what they think is that, what those supporters are thinking is that no matter what, people have the right to protest, people have the right to voice, people have the right to come out together, to be against the government. And of course, they also think that the federal government has no right to send the troops to LA, to the city, to the state, to maintain the status quo. They think that it is the right of the city, of the state to do that. Okay, so you are not request to protect us. We have the right to protect ourselves. We know what is happening. We can have the power. We have the police force ourselves. We can carry out our own police force can maintain our own stability. We haven't requested you to come. You should not come. That is against the law, according to them. That is against the law, against the legislation in the U.S., against the Constitution in the U.S. But of course, for the federal government, they also claim that they have the right to do so. They are doing it according to the Constitution, because the central government has the right to protect any city, any state, if they are they are under criminal attack, or they cannot maintain their own status quo. So they have to come to protest, to support, to put back the city, the state into their normal status quo. So each side has their own strong point. Each side will claim their right to do so. Each side will be against the other side. So not only the government against the people, but also the central government against the city, the state itself.